Welcome back to the archive. Before we begin, I want you to do something for yourself. Adjust your position. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Unclench your jaw. For the next few minutes, the demands of your world have no authority over you. You are entering a sacred space of recovery. Imagine the heat of a long, relentless day beginning to fade. You are standing at the edge of the wilderness, far beyond the borders of the cities and the reach of those who wish you harm. The air is dry, smelling of ancient dust and sun-baked stone. But as the sun touches the horizon, the sky turns into a masterpiece of pale lavender and soft, buttery gold. You are not just a traveler, you are a soul seeking a sanctuary that the world of men cannot provide. You are Elijah. Feel the exhaustion in your bones. It is that deep, heavy fatigue that comes not just from walking, but from carrying too much, from fighting battles that felt endless and carrying a message that felt ignored. You have reached your limit. You have poured out everything you had, and now you feel empty. Look ahead. In the middle of this vast, quiet expanse, there is a single juniper tree. Its branches are thin, but its shade is a promise of mercy. As you walk toward it, notice the sound of your footsteps on the sand, a soft, rhythmic hush that marks your arrival at the end of yourself. You reach the tree and let yourself collapse into its shadow. Feel the texture of the earth beneath you. It is warm, but the air under the branches is surprisingly cool. This is your sacred chill. This is the moment where you stop running. You lean your head back against the trunk, close your eyes, and whisper the words that so many of us have felt: it is enough. In this silence, the archive opens a chapter of profound tenderness. You expect a lecture. You expect to be told to get back up and keep fighting. But heaven knows what you truly need. Heaven knows that before you can hear the voice, you need to feel the peace. Listen to the stillness of the desert. It isn't a dead silence, it is a living, breathing quiet. And then, a presence arrives. Not with the sound of a trumpet, but with the softness of a feather. An angel is standing beside you. He doesn't bring a scroll of new laws or a map of new journeys. He brings a jar of cool water and a cake of bread baked on hot stones. Can you smell the aroma of the fresh bread? Can you feel the condensation on the jar of water? The angel touches your shoulder, a touch that carries no pressure, only healing. Arise and eat, he whispers. His voice is like the low notes of a cello, grounding you to the earth while reminding you of the stars. You eat, and for the first time in months, the knot of anxiety in your chest begins to loosen. You drink, and the dryness of your spirit is washed away. You are being prepared. This journey through the wilderness is not a punishment, it is a pilgrimage toward a deeper level of knowing. You are resting under the juniper tree, and the world is miles away. The threats of the past are shadows that cannot cross into this light. The uncertainties of the future are not yours to carry tonight. Stay here in this shade for a while. Let the music of the archive wash over you like the evening breeze. You are safe. You are provided for. You are hidden in the hollow of a great hand. The journey ahead is long, yes, but you will not walk it on your own strength. For now, just breathe. Just be. The archive of the desert is open, and it is a place of absolute rest. The sun has set on the juniper tree, and a new rhythm begins. The archive now guides you into the vast, open cathedral of the night. You have been fed by the hand of an angel, and now, that supernatural strength begins to flow through your veins like a slow-moving river of light. You are no longer running from something, you are walking towards someone. This is the transition from fear to focus. Imagine the sound of your own footsteps on the cooling sand. Crunch, hush, crunch, hush. It is a steady, grounding beat that aligns with your breathing. You are starting a journey of 40 days and 40 nights, a number that signifies a complete season of refinement. In this space, time doesn't feel like a ticking clock, it feels like an unfolding scroll. Look up at the sky above the desert. Without the lights of the city or the smoke of the palace, the stars look like spilled diamonds on a blanket of deep, infinite navy. They are so close you feel as though you could reach out and touch the ancient fire of the constellations. These same stars guided the patriarchs, they watched over the Exodus. They are silent witnesses to the fact that you are part of a story much larger than your current struggle. With every step you take, feel a layer of your old identity falling away. The labels people placed on you, the expectations of the crowds, the threats of your enemies, they are being left behind in the dust of the dunes. You are becoming lighter. You are stripping away the noise of the world to prepare your ears for the frequency of the divine. The landscape changes as the days turn into weeks. The soft sand gives way to the jagged, majestic beauty of the mountains. You are entering the region of Sinai, the place where the earth reaches up to kiss the heavens. The air here is thinner, sharper, and carries the scent of ancient minerals and high-altitude silence. Ahead of you rises Horeb, the Mount of God. It is a fortress of purple stone, standing defiant against the horizon. As you begin the ascent, feel the strength in your legs that you didn't know you had. This is the miracle of the journey. God doesn't just give you the destination, He gives you the endurance for the climb. You are climbing higher than your problems. You are rising above the clouds of confusion. Finally, you find it, a small, hidden cave carved into the very heart of the mountain. This is your destination. Step inside. Notice how the temperature drops instantly. The walls are rough, solid, and immovable. This cave is not a prison, it is a cocoon. It is a place where you are hidden from the wind and the storm. Sit down in the mouth of the cave. Lean your back against the solid rock and look out over the world you just left behind. From this height, the things that felt like giants now look like ants. The sacred chill returns, deeper this time. You are tucked away in the cleft of the rock, just as others were before you. Listen to the echo of your own breath against the stone. You are in the waiting room of the infinite. The walk is over. The climb is finished. Now, the real work begins, the work of being still. In this darkness, your eyes begin to see what is invisible. In this quiet, your heart begins to beat in sync with the mountain. Stay here. Don't rush the moment. The archive of the mountain is a place of sacred patience. You are safe in the cave. You are hidden in the stone. And the voice you have been seeking is closer than you think. Just wait. Just listen. The silence is about to speak. Stay here. Do not move from the mouth of this cave. Feel the ancient, unyielding stone beneath your palms. This rock has stood for eons, and tonight, it is your fortress. But the stillness you have cultivated is about to be challenged by the world outside. In the archive of the soul, we learn that true peace is not found in the absence of the storm, but in the unshakable sanctuary found at its very center. Listen. The air around Mount Horeb begins to vibrate. It starts as a low, mournful whistle, a distant sigh traveling through the jagged cracks of the peaks. But within seconds, it escalates into a great wind, a gale so fierce and impetuous that it seems to possess the strength to tear the very foundations of the earth asunder. Outside your shelter, the world is being dismantled. You see massive boulders, stones that have sat unmoved for centuries, being ripped from the mountainside and tossed into the abyss like autumn leaves. The roar is deafening, a chaotic symphony of destruction that beats against the entrance of your cave, demanding entry. But observe your breath. You are tucked away in the cleft. The wind screams past you, but it cannot move you. You are the sacred witness. You feel the vibration of the air, you see the debris swirling in the dark, yet within your heart, a deeper knowing whispers, "This is only noise." In the divine archive, we understand that the Creator is not in the violence of the wind. He is not in the things that shatter and shout. He is the quiet space that the wind cannot reach. Take a slow, deep breath as the gale eventually spends its fury. You are still here. You are still safe. As the wind dies down, a new terror rises from beneath. Feel the floor of the cave. It begins as a subtle shiver, a phantom vibration rising through the soles of your feet. And then, the earthquake strikes. The mountain, the very symbol of permanence, begins to sway like a reed in a stream. You hear the terrifying groan of deep tectonic plates shifting, the sound of the earth's bones grinding together. For those who trust only in what they can touch, this is a moment of absolute undoing. Yet, you remain. You realize that your peace is not built upon the ground you stand on, but upon the promise that brought you here. The earth trembles, but your soul is anchored in the eternal. You watch the dust fall from the ceiling of the cave, catching the faint starlight, and you realize that even in this upheaval, the divine is not in the earthquake. He is not in the shock, the trauma, or the instability of the world. He is the rock that does not shake, the one constant in a universe of shifting sand. When the earth finally recovers its balance and the echoes of the mountain's groan fade into the canyons, a terrifying brilliance begins to wash over the landscape. It is not the soft dawn you expected. It is a consuming fire. Great ribbons of flame descend upon the peaks, turning the night into a landscape of burning gold and molten bronze. The heat reaches into the cave, a fierce energy that seeks to incinerate everything in its path. The fire is majestic, it is terrifying, and it demands to be worshipped as power. Many would mistake this spectacular display for the presence of the Almighty Himself. But you sit in the shadows, watching the flames dance across the stone walls of your sanctuary. You see the fire burn itself out, leaving behind only the scent of scorched earth and the glow of dying embers. And you know, in the deepest chambers of your spirit, that this was only a precursor. The fire is impressive, but the Lord is not in the fire. He is not in the obvious, the dramatic, or the destructive forces that claim to rule our lives. Think of these three: the wind, the earthquake, the fire. They are the voices of your modern life. They are the breaking news, the urgent notifications, the anxieties of the future, and the loud demands of the world. They make a great deal of noise, they flash with intensity, and they claim to be all important. But they are temporary. They pass. They are the theater of the world, and you have outlasted them all. Feel the heat of the fire receding now. Hear the roar of the wind dissolving into an absolute, crystalline silence. The shaking has stopped. What remains now is the most dense, profound void you have ever experienced. A silence that is not an absence of sound, but a heavy, golden presence that fills the cave from floor to ceiling. Prepare yourself. The performance is over. The world has said its piece. Now, in the heart of this total quiet, the true encounter is about to begin. Stay motionless. The whisper is coming. The fire has retreated. The wind has exhaled its last breath. The earth has settled into a stillness so profound it feels as if the universe itself has stopped to listen. This is the moment you traveled 40 days to find. This is the silence that exists behind the noise of your life. Inside the cave, the darkness is no longer empty. It is heavy, weighted with a holiness that pricks at your skin. It is the sacred chill in its purest form, You realize that all the chaos of the previous hour, the wind, the earthquake, the fire, was merely the world clearing its throat. Now, the Creator is ready to speak. Notice your own reaction. You don't stand tall in pride. You don't shout. Slowly, with hands that tremble not from fear, but from awe, you take your mantle, the simple cloth of your calling, and you wrap it around your face. You veil your eyes, not to hide, but because some things are too beautiful to be seen with mere physical sight. You step toward the mouth of the cave, standing on the threshold between the solid stone and the infinite sky. And then, it reaches you. It is not a voice that vibrates the eardrums. It is a thin silence. A gentle whisper that doesn't come from the mountain, but from within the very atoms of the air you breathe. It is a sound that feels like light. It is the still small voice. Listen to what it says to you, here in the archive of the mountain. It doesn't ask for your achievements. It doesn't list your failures. It asks one simple, piercing question: what are you doing here, Elijah? This question is not an interrogation, it is an invitation. It is the divine asking you to look at your soul. In this whisper, you realize that the God of the galaxies is interested in the weary traveler in the cave. You realize that your exhaustion was seen. Your tears in the desert were recorded. Your desire to give up was understood. The voice is a healing balm. It carries the frequency of home. It tells you that the storm was temporary, but the whisper is eternal. As you stand there with your face veiled, the heaviness that has sat upon your chest for months, the lions of your own mind, the fire of your own burnout, simply evaporates. You are being recalibrated. You are being reminded that you are a witness, not a slave to the world's demands. Feel the peace of this realization. It flows through you like a cool spring in a dry land. The whisper tells you that there is still a path ahead, but you will walk it with a different spirit. You are no longer fueled by the adrenaline of fear, but by the quiet power of the presence. You have learned the greatest secret of the archive, that the most powerful force in existence doesn't need to shout to be heard. Take a moment now. Let the lofi rhythm guide you back. As the dawn finally begins to break over the peaks of Horeb, look at the world with new eyes. The sun rises on a mountain that was shaken, burned, and battered, yet it stands firmer than ever. And so do you. As we close this journey today, remember that the still small voice is always there, beneath the layers of your daily noise. You don't need to seek the fire or the earthquake. You only need to find the cave of your own heart and wait. The archive is always open to those who are willing to be still. Carry this silence with you into your world. Let it be your armor. Let it be your song. You have been to the mountain. You have heard the whisper. And you are never truly alone. Peace be with you. The archive of the prophet is closed, but the voice remains.